Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in study secret tip number 5353. Here's what we mentioned in previous episodes, how to remember after studying. This is what happens to your memory. When you read something or when you learn something, this is the curve that happens to your studying. After one day, you'll have forgotten half the work. By day two, let's do it the other way. This is day one, you'll know 100%. Day two, you'll know about 80%. Day three, you'll know about 40%. Day four, you'll know about 20%. By Saturday, if you started to study on Monday, by Saturday, you'll only remember about 5%. And that's the normal thing for every person. Except the 1% rare individuals who got photographic memory. But for the rest of us, whatever you learn, you're going to forget it, right? But by this decay curve. And the only way to prevent this is that after day one, immediately the next day, you must revise your work. Even if it means you go through your flashcards. That means that as the curve is coming down, if you're going to revise it here, this curve is going to go up again. Then you give it a skip. Then on day three, you revise again. And by the weekend, you revise again. So remember, you study today. One day, within 24 hours, you revise it. Within 72 hours, you revise it. And by the weekend, you revise it. And in that way there, you prevent the curve from doing this dangerous deterioration. Otherwise, you're going to forget. Others, all your efforts are wasted. So if you're not going to revise your work, that effort is wasted. And that is why the Quran learners or the Hafiz learners, they know. They got to do the Hifz classes. They go for so much lessons, repeat recitation, because you got to revise your work. If you don't revise your work, you're going to forget the work. So repeated repetition is very, very important to make sure that the work that you have learned, you do not forget the work. And this happens for everybody, right? So let's understand how memory works. Memory is the process of encoding, storing, and retrieving information. There are different types of memory. One is known as short-term memory, which is working memory, and there is long-term memory. And this graph here on top, that's short-term memory, right? And the way to prevent short-term memory, to transfer short-term into long-term memory, is to have a regular repetition of your work. So remembering depends how deeply you process and review the information, and the key to remembering is active engagement and not passive reading. So this is study tip number 53. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.